Hi, welcome to Where in the World Are We Now? I'm Lori.
And I'm David.
And first of all, today we want to say hello to our grandchildren. Hi, my little pinguino Luke. Hi, Christopher.
Luke.
Hi, Arabella.
Hi, Arabella.
Grandma and Grandpa miss you and love you. We're doing kind of a recap of our first week here in Guadalajara, Mexico today. So we thought we'd make a video about some of the observations we made in just our week here.
Well, one thing that we've noticed is that there are a lot of police around. They're in cars, they've got pickup trucks, they're on bicycles, they're on motorcycles, they're on Segways, and even these little bitty cars that look kind of like smart car go-karts.
And four-wheelers.
But it makes us feel really safe when we're out and about here, just because there are so many police around, daytime and nighttime.
One of the things we've observed since we've been here is that it doesn't seem to be filled with a lot of tourists, at least not tourists from other countries. There may be a lot of Mexican tourists here, but we don't see very many people from other countries at all, and it's kind of a shame because this is a very beautiful city. It's huge. There's so many things to see and do. It's kind of got a gritty side to it, so it feels like the real Mexico, even though it's a huge city. And that was kind of surprising to me.
It is a college town, though, and so we have seen a few people, especially when we've gone out to eat, that were speaking English. But for the most part, we've been able to navigate really well. Most of the people here do not speak much, if any, English, but we've been able to communicate great.
Hand signals are a marvelous thing.
There's not many bugs here. That's kind of surprising, but the most that we've encountered is just a few flies, because all the restaurants that we eat at, they're all open air. At least one side of the restaurant, if not more than one side, are completely open. They don't have screens. They don't have windows like what we're used to. But we haven't had to deal with many bugs. Just, like I say, a few flies is about it.
We see a lot of dead, huge cockroaches in the streets and sidewalk, but that's the only place we see them, thank goodness. Well, I learned how to use a washer and dryer in Spanish today, and I'm so happy our clothes came out clean and dry, so I'm assuming I was successful at it.
The weather here has been really great. It's not been too awfully hot, which kind of surprised us because we presumed before we came here that it was going to be extremely hot. But Guadalajara sits at around 5,000 feet elevation, so we're almost a mile high, so I guess that's what contributes to the better temperatures. 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon is when it gets really, really hot. I think that's probably why you don't see a lot of people out, or not as many people out that time of the afternoon. Usually they have lunch and then head back indoors and then come back out in the evening.
Last night we had an awesome little adventure. We have a square with a church in front of it and a metro station and a huge statue just literally around the corner from our Airbnb. And on Friday and Saturday nights it appears that they have music out there, and then there's couples that get all dressed up and go dancing out there on the square for hours. So we walked down there and we're watching them and enjoying that. And sorry about the siren. I guess now we're real official YouTubers, because that happens to all the YouTubers we follow. There'll always be sirens or something going off when they start to make a video. But I was saying we went to watch them dancing for a while, and just when we were about to leave, they started a laser show on the front of the church building talking about the history of Guadalajara, and it was so amazing. I'm going to include that video here with this video so that you can enjoy it too.
Yesterday we went out to Walmart. It's about a mile and a half from the Airbnb, so it wasn't a bad walk to go there. We did shopping. It was kind of nice to have Walmart because we had to pick up a few little things that we just haven't been able to find locally. The funny thing about this area is that there seems to be 3 or 4 little stores every block. You can't go any direction without seeing at least one little store, but they're all tiny and they don't have a whole lot of supplies. So the Walmart was an adventure for us, and then we took an Uber back to the Airbnb, which only cost us a little over $3. It was really nice.
Yeah, we hadn't realized that we had been walking everywhere, and that was the first time we had been in a car since we arrived here last Saturday. So it was kind of nice to get the ride home with all the stuff that we bought at Walmart.
Lori bought us a couple of backpacks that we brought with us from the U.S. They're just nylon little zip-up backpacks, but that's what we've been using when we go shopping to carry stuff back to the Airbnb. But when we go to the market, Lori loads up my backpack with fruits and veggies, and it gets pretty heavy.
Well, he's retired. He doesn't have anything better to do, so. But we have been truly enjoying ourselves. We're looking forward to the next 3 weeks. Next week, we're planning on doing a couple of different adventures that we will be sure to video for you. And we also talked with our neighbors today that gave us the jug of water, and we brought them some flowers to thank them. And we asked them if they'd like to go to dinner with us sometime, and they'll be here for the next 3 weeks as well. So we're kind of looking forward to that too, making some new friends here.
The money has been kind of interesting. When we first got here, the coins look very similar, especially the 1, 2, and 5 peso coins. Of course, they're used to them, so they can instantly spot which one is which, but the first few times I went to the market, I was just holding my hand out with coins in it. Thankfully, the people here are very honest, they're very helpful, they're very friendly, and so they took what they needed, and you know, if a coin was too big, we got back the correct change. But thankfully, we've been able to figure out which coin is which now, so we can actually count the money ourselves, which is a good thing.
We can count the money as long as they write down the number on the piece of paper, because we still haven't figured out the Spanish words for money, the different numbers for money. So, but I either give them the calculator on my phone to type it, or they write the amount down on the piece of paper for us, and then we can work it out from there. It's been challenging, but it's actually worked out better than we thought. I really think we've kind of got a grip on it. We'll see.
And of course, we are in the process of learning Spanish. We're coming along okay, although neither one of us is to the point of being conversational, although we can say a few things. And, you know, as far as going to the restaurants, the market and everything, we've been able to navigate it just fine. As far as getting into a taxi, I'm not sure I would feel comfortable giving a taxi driver directions on where we want to go, because that may not come out right, and we might end up on the other side of town. But anyway, we're progressing, and it's been fun. It's a challenge, but it is fun, and we're really enjoying being down here.
Thankfully, we have our address here memorized, so if we have to get home, that's the main thing. We know how to get home. But next week, we'll be trying to take the metro or the bus for the first time, so that'll be another new learning challenge for us. So that's all for this video. We thank you so much for watching. I can't tell you how much it means to us to have our friends and family following us on our adventures. And we enjoy so much sharing all the adventures we're having here with you. Hopefully, some of you can come and visit us sometime. Just let us know. We love you, and we'll see y'all next time.
See you again soon. Adios.